Hello and welcome. This is Bijan Hushiar. In this video demonstration, I'm going to configure local PC one, edge router one, ISP router to web server one with correct IP address, subnet mask, if they need default gateway, and when it is needed, the clock rate. I'm going to also demonstrate how to name the routers. So we've already done the physical topology. We have created that. I need to access to the command line interface of edge router 1. I can do that from admin PC. In Packet Tracer, you can also click on router and select CLI. But the proper way is to use the console PC, which we call admin 1 for edge router 1 and admin 2 for ISP router 2. So I'm going to click on that PC and then select desktop and then select terminal. I'm going to keep this as they are. I'm not going to change them. I say OK. And then I'm accessing the command line of that router. In here, I'm asked, would you like to enter the initial configuration dialog? We say no. We can either type no or N, press enter one more time. And now we are in the user mode of the router 1. We cannot do much in here. We have to go to global configuration mode to perform configuration, but we cannot jump to global configuration mode from user mode. First, we have to go to privilege mode. In order to go to privilege mode, I type enable. I can abbreviate that with just typing EN. Press enter. I'm in privilege mode. The prompt changed to router #. I cannot do much over here. Configuration must be done in global configuration mode. So I need to go to global configuration mode. In order to do that from privilege mode, I have to type configure space terminal. I can abbreviate it to conft. Configure terminal. If I spelled everything correctly, press enter. I'm in global configuration. The first thing is that I want to rename the router. I want to rename it to edge_router 1. The command for that is host name space whatever name you want to assign to the router. I want to assign edge_R1. Be careful about the case. Whatever case that you use, that type of case will be applied to the name of the router. Here you go, the name changed. Now I can start configuring the interfaces of the router. First, I want to configure G00. I have to access that interface. In order to do that, I have to type interface space G00. I can abbreviate it by typing int space G0/0. I am in the interface mode. If you notice, the prompt is changed to router's name, open parenthesis, config-if, close parenthesis, and #. I need to assign an IP address in here. What IP address I'm going to assign? This one. So the command is IP space address space 192.168.1.1 space followed by subnet mask. /24 means the subnet mask of 255.255.255.0. Press enter. I'm not done yet. The interface is down. It is red. I have to turn it on. I have to bring it up. So the command is no shutdown. Shutdown is one word. I can abbreviate by just saying no shut. Press enter. As you notice, the interface turned on. I'm finished with that interface. I can exit to global configuration mode by typing exit. I'm back in global configuration. Now I want to configure the serial 00 of it with that IP address 209.1.1.1 and with the subnet mask of /30, which means 255.255.255.252. So I'm going to assign that IP address to the serial 000, but first I need to access interface serial 000 by typing interface S0/0/0. I am in that interface. I can start assigning IP address by typing IP address. I can abbreviate address to add, and then the address which is 209.1.1.1 space followed by a subnet mask, which I have to type it. I cannot use the /30. /30 means 255.255.255.252. Press enter. One side of serial interface must be configured with clock rate. Clock rate that I'm going to assign is 64,000. The command is clock space rate space 64,000. Press enter. I have to bring it up by performing no shut. Serial interface is not going to come up until I configure the other end of it on the other router. So I'm finished on this router. I'm going to open the admin for the second router. Desktop, terminal, accept these things, okay, say no, press enter twice, press enable to go to privilege mode, type conft to go to global configuration mode. Hostname, ISP underscore R2. I don't see the command that I type, but okay, here you go. The name is changed. Then I need to configure the serial interface of it with its unique IP address. I need to access that interface, serial 000 IP address 209.1.1.2 with the subnet mask of /30, which is 255.255.255.252. Let me see if I am typing everything correctly. Yes, and then press enter. Now, I need to perform no shot. No shot. Press enter. As soon as I do that, the interface, serial interfaces are coming up. They are turning on. Now I need to exit this interface back to global, from this interface to global configuration mode. And I need to configure the G00 of the second router. So I need to access that interface 0, and then I need to assign an IP address. What IP address? G00 is 209.1.1.5. 209.1.1.5/30, which is 255.255.255 1.252. Press enter. I'm not done. If you notice the link light is still red, I have to perform no shut. No shut is the abbreviation for no shutdown. Shutdown is one. There you go. That interface is up. Right? Now that I have performed the IP address configuration on these routers, I can go ahead and configure IP address on local PC 1. Click on it, select desktop, select IP address. In here, type the IP address that you're supposed to assign to that PC. 192.168.1.2. Subnet mask of 255.255.255.0. You need to assign a default gateway to the local PC1. And that default gateway is the IP address that you have assigned to G00 of the router 1, which is going to be 192.168.1.1. We need to configure web server 1. We click on it, select desktop, select IP address. What IP address? 209.1.1.6. 209.1.1.6 with the subnet mask of 255.255.255.252. 209.1.1.5. That's it. This device is configured also. Now, PC1 now can ping router 1. It cannot ping web server 1. Web server 1 can ping router 2, but cannot ping the local PC1. There is no end-to-end connectivity because each router is only aware of the network that is attached to it. Router 1 is aware of this network and this network, but it is not aware of this third network. Router 2 is aware of this network and this network, but it is not aware of that remote network. We need to configure routing in order to make routers aware of the remote network. In here, the easiest way is to create a default route on both of these two routers. So I'm going to go to router 1. If you notice, I didn't use the console PC. I just double clicked on the router. In Packet Tracer, you can do that. In real life, you cannot. In real life, you have to go from the console PC. So let's go from the console PC. If you notice, we are in interface mode. We have to be in global configuration mode. So I type exit to go to global configuration. In order to configure a default route, I type IP route 0.0.0.0, any network 0.0.0.0 with any subnet mask. If you receive a packet for any network with any subnet mask, send it out of your serial 000. Okay, that default gateway is configured on, default route is configured on that router. We have to do the way back from router 2 to router. If you notice, I clicked on router 2 instead of using admin. In Packet Tracer, you can do that. The proper way is to use the console PC to get used to the way that it is done on actual devices. So I have to be in global configuration mode. I type IP route 0.0.0.0, any packet with any destination network address with any subnet mask, send it out of your serial 000, press enter. That route is configured as well. Now, We can test end-to-end connectivity right now to see if there is connection between these two remote PCs, these two PCs in two remote networks. Ping 209.116, I suppose. Wait for the replies to come back. It is possible for the first couple of replies not to come back. There is connectivity. I tested one more time. There you go. There is end-to-end connectivity. This is how you configure this Internetwork for end-to-end connectivity. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video and you found it informative, please don't forget to recommend it to others who may be interested. Thank you.